Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, man, y'all already know what we on. We about to be rebuilding the Los Angeles Lakers because they went ahead and traded for D'Angelo Russell, bringing him back to LA, and then they also went ahead and traded for Malik Beasley and also Jared Vanderbilt. And yeah, I think this trade was kind of expected just because everybody knew that the Lakers were trying to ship Russell Westbrook because they've been trying to ship him since the start of the season. And everybody already knew that. I just think that nobody really knew what he was going for or what the Lakers could get for him. And in case you guys missed it, the full trade details for this trade was that the Lakers went ahead and got D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt. The Utah Jazz received Russell Westbrook and a first-round pick. And then the Timberwolves went ahead and received Mike Conley and a second-round pick. So the Lakers, I believe, did send that second-round pick to Minnesota, or it might have been the Jazz. I know for sure they went ahead and sent the first-round pick, but either way, they still got a pretty good amount for Russell Westbrook and a first-round pick, because a lot of people said that Russell Westbrook wasn't really going to go for a lot around the league, but he just brought in a former All-Star and two really good role players, so he definitely had some value, or maybe the first-round pick had some value, but I think LA definitely won this trade, bringing in D'Lo, Jared Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley, because now they got two players that could start and then one off the bench. I mean, theoretically, all three of them can start in this lineup, but this is what I think I'm going to run with for the rest of season number 1. I'm going to have D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Austin Reeves at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Jared Vanderbilt at the 4, and then Anthony Davis at the 5. And then off the bench, we got Rui Hachimura, Thomas Bryant, Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, and Lonnie Walker. So Patrick Beverley isn't going to play, which I'm not too worried about. I think Malik Beasley is a better version of Patrick Beverley. Pretty good on defense, can shoot the 3. He's a pretty good shooter. So I am actually going to go ahead and I want to check what are they averaging. So Malik Beasley, they're bringing into LA. They got him averaging about 13 points, 3.5 boards, almost 2 assists a night with almost a steal. Not shooting the best from the field, but I mean 36% from deep, I'll take it, and 84% from the free throw line. And then they got Jared Vanderbilt with about 8 points, 8 rebounds, almost 3 assists for a big man, 1 steal, and then he is shooting 55% from the field, 33% from deep, and then about 66% from the free throw line, so not too bad. And then D'Angelo Russell with about 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and then 46% from the field, 39% from deep, and 85% from the free throw line. So it's definitely good to have D'Lo back in Los Angeles. You see, the last time he was here was a couple years ago. Yeah, like what was this? This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like about like 5-6 years ago. So he has definitely done a lot of maturing since then. And I've always knew that D'Lo. I always had a feeling that D'Lo was gonna go back to the Lakers. I just always figured that he would actually sign with them instead of being traded there. But I know a lot of Laker fans are gonna be happy as hell to see D'Lo back wearing purple and gold. So this is, like I said, what I'm going to be running for the rest of season number 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and the system proficiency is going to go ahead and be 7 seconds. We could do 7 seconds because that is 4 stars. And then we can go ahead and check out some of the shot tendencies for the players. Anthony Davis could go up a little bit to an 85. I think I'm going to have D'Lo. I think I'm going to have D'Lo at a 75. Thomas Bryant could go up a little bit to a 60. Vanderbilt could definitely go up. I don't know why they have him so low. He can go up to like about, I'll say like a 60. Rui Hachimura could go up a little bit to a 65. Dennis Schroeder could stay at a 65. Austin Reeves can go up a little bit to about a 55. Lonnie Walker can stay at a 70. And then Malik Beasley can go up a little bit to a 65. And then Patrick Beverley isn't going to be playing for us. So definitely, like I said, I think the Lakers went ahead and won this trade. And they're trying to make that late push because they are 25-30 on the year. And they are sitting 13th in the conference. And after yesterday's loss to the OKC Thunder, by the way, real quick, shout out to LeBron James, man. He is now the #1 leading scorer of all time, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That game was pretty crazy. Seeing the whole celebration that took place, like all that, I'm just so glad I got to witness that. And I'm not really even like a LeBron James fan, but that was definitely a special moment that you had to see. So we are going to go ahead and, like I said, we are going to try to be making that late push, and hopefully we could try to maybe make it into the play-in tournament. Or actually, I would like to try to avoid the play-in tournament. So if I could try to get like the 6th seed or better, I think we should be fine. But I'm pretty sure, being more realistic, I think we'll probably end up as a play-in tournament team. So I'm going to go ahead and I actually do want to simulate just one game real quick just to see how we would do. and we end up losing to the Bucks by 1 point. Okay, but Malik Beasley 18 points in his debut, 4 of 6 from deep. Vanderbilt with about 11, 6, and 3, and then D'Angelo Russell. D'Lo kind of struggled. He only scored 7 points and 7 assists, but definitely D'Lo is more of a playmaker now than he was when he first started. Yeah, as you can see, he only averaged 3 assists his first year and then about 5 assists. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the season. I'm hoping D'Lo can continue to be such a good playmaker for us, but I also hope that he could be a pretty good scorer, like maybe around like the 18 to 20 points per game, and then also with like about 6, 7 assists. I think we should be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate the rest of season number 1, and I will catch you guys at the end. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, Jokic wins MVP, Paolo Banchero wins Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook wins 6th Man of the Year, Giannis winning DPOY, and then Most Improved goes to Trey Jones, with Mike Malone winning Coach of the Year. And do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? We get LeBron on All-NBA second team, and then we do not get anybody else. And what about an All-Defensive team? Do we get anybody? We get LeBron on an All-Defensive second team. Okay, so taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up going 44 and 38, so we are good enough to make we don't have to go through the play-in tournament. We make the playoffs, and that's what I was hoping for. That was the best case scenario. So what were we? We were 25 and 30, so we went like 19 and 8, I believe. So 19 and 8 for the rest of the year, for the second half of the season, so not too bad. And then taking a look at the player stats for the year, we had LeBron leading the way with about 27.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. AD with about 25, 11.5, and then almost 3 assists a night with 1.5 steals and then 2.1 blocks. I'm surprised he didn't make the all-defensive team, unless I'm blind and I missed it. But taking a look at D'Lo in his return to LA, 17.5 points with almost 3 rebounds and almost 7 assists with over a steal a night. Was he efficient? Yeah, 46% from the field, 39% from deep, and then 82% from the free throw line. I will definitely take it. Rui Hachimura with about 12.5 points. Malik Beasley with about 12 points. Did he improve his shooting? Okay, yeah, so he went up a little bit. He's shooting 43% from the field and then about 39% from deep. Lonnie Walker with about 11 points, Thomas Bryant with about 10.5 and 6.7 rebounds, Dennis Schroeder with about 10 points and 4 assists off the bench, Austin Reeves with about 10. Okay, so he was pretty efficient as well, 47 and then 35%. Jared Vanderbilt with about 8.5 and then 8 boards as our starter, and then I believe that's everybody that played for us. So not too bad of a season, as we are going to be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, so they're definitely a problem. Who did they add? Did they add anybody? They did not. But we are going to go ahead. I'm not too worried about it, but actually I do want to go ahead real quick. I do want to adjust the minutes real quick. So I think we're going to be running a 9-man rotation. So who is our... I don't think Lonnie Walker is going to play, even though I probably... no, we'll play Malik Beasley because he is a part of the trade. So I would like to get him up to about like maybe 20 minutes, maybe lower down Schroeder just a little bit. D'Lo could go up. Oh wow, they're saying not even play Austin Reeves. Do I start Malik Beasley actually? We can go ahead and start him. Why not? We'll get him in there so he can get about like 28 minutes a night. LeBron could go up to 36. AD could go up to 36. We could also go ahead lower down his minutes just a bit. He could go down to about actually no, we'll give him about 16. We could give Austin Reeves about 12. Thomas Bryant could go up a little bit. Rui Hachimura could go up a little bit. Anthony Davis and LeBron James can go up, and then D'Lo can get the rest of the minutes. So we'll run something like this. And like I said, I'm not too worried. Actually, or should I play Lonnie Walker? You know what? We'll go ahead and we'll run Lonnie Walker as our 9th man in the playoffs. So he'll get about 12 minutes a night. So going ahead and simulating round game number 1, we do end up losing as they picked up the dub by 12 points. LeBron dropped 40. Davis with 20. Come on, D'Lo. 14, 4, and 7. I'm going to need a lot more than this. Malik Beasley. Jared Vanderbilt with only 2 points. Come on. So we're going to go ahead and simulate game number 2 as we do go ahead and win. Taking a look at the box score from this one, D'Lo with about 20, Malik Beasley with about 17, and then Jared Vanderbilt with about 6. So 1-1. I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate the round because I'm pretty confident, and boom, just like that, we end up winning 4 straight games in a row. So we are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. But real quick, showing you guys the rest of the series, the box scores. So we end up winning game number 3. LeBron dropped 26, 12, and 12. D'Lo with 21 and 8. Anthony Davis with about 17. Thomas Bryant with a double-double. Game number 4, AD dropped 26 points and 8 rebounds. And then Malik Beasley dropped 20 points. LeBron James dropped 20, 14, and 12. And then game number 5, we did end up closing them out. LeBron dropped a 32-point triple-double. AD with 26 and 11. And then D'Angelo Russell with 20 and 7 assists. Not bad at all. And taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, did they add anybody? They did not. I'm surprised too, because they supposedly have interest in trading for OG. So in real life, I feel like they might actually make that trade. I feel like they might offer Dylan Brooks for OG and obviously like maybe a couple picks, but that would be definitely a good trade for Memphis to do. So gonna go ahead and simulate the first game, as we do end up losing by 13 points. Ja dropped 42 points on us. LeBron with 23, 8, and 10. Anthony Davis with 19 and 7. Come on, D'Lo, you're gonna have to step it up. A lot of these guys are gonna have to step it up. Come on. We're gonna go ahead and simulate game number 2. Okay, so we win barely by 2 points. That's Ja drops another 40, and LeBron with 33, 11, and 9. D'Lo with 23 and 9. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate the rest of the round, and boom, just like that, we are on to the Western Conference Finals. Taking a look at the rest of the stats from the series, we ended up winning game number 3 as LeBron dropped 32, Vanderbilt dropped 15. Game number 4, we ended up winning as LeBron dropped 33, and then D'Lo dropped 14 and 5 and 6. Game number 5, we ended up getting blown out as Ja dropped another 40-point game. AD with 26, LeBron with 24, and D'Lo with 18. And then game number 6, we ended up blowing them out by about 24 points. Ja almost dropping another 40-point game. He was going crazy. LeBron dropped 46, Malik Beasley with 16, and then D'Lo with 14. So taking on the Dallas Mavericks, as they do have Kyrie Irving and Luka. And they actually just played the Clippers today. Luka didn't play, but Kyrie went off. Oh no, he didn't go off. I think he had, I'm not even sure, but they were up. I know they won. They were up by a pretty good amount. So they didn't really add anybody else. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate game number 1, as we do end up losing barely by 2 points. Luka dropping 56. Ooh, okay. That's how they want to play, huh? LeBron dropped 37, AD with 18, and then D'Lo with 15. Come on, I'm gonna need him to step up a little bit as we lose another game by 2 points. That's not what I wanted to see. Come on. AD dropping 32 and 13. LeBron with 19, 6, and 6. Vanderbilt with 16 and 10, and then D'Lo with only 15 points. How is he doing? I mean, he's not been really performing the greatest in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate the rest of the round. I'm not too confident against this team, but we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. And boom, just like that, we win in 7 games. LeBron is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Okay, we're just down 2-0. So game number 3, we ended up winning by 6 points. D'Lo dropping 27 and 8 with 8 3-pointers. LeBron dropped 20 and 12. Game number 4, we ended up winning by 10. LeBron with 30, 10, and 14. Davis with 25 and 20. Game number 5, we ended up losing by 1 point. LeBron dropped 29, D'Lo with 20. Game number 6, we ended up winning as, LeBron dropped 38, D'Lo dropping 26, 5, and 6. And then game number 7, we ended up blowing them out by 27 points. LeBron dropped 32, 11, and 11. And then D'Lo dropped 28, 2, and 11, with AD dropping 21, 8, and 6 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. Woo, definitely a crazy comeback. So we are now facing the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Did they add anybody? They did not. Okay, so they have pretty much the same exact team. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate game number 1, as we do end up losing. Have we ever won a game number 1? I don't think we've won a game 1 in this video. So taking a look at the box scores, LeBron dropped 26, Schroeder dropped 15. Damn, nobody really came to play. No wonder we got blown out. Game number 2, we end up winning. Okay, we won by 11 points as LeBron dropped 30, AD dropped 19 and 10. Game number 3, we end up dropping it by 6 points. LeBron with 26, D'Lo with 25. Game number 4, as boom, we tie it up by 1 point. We barely win. Whew. Okay, calm down, relax. AD dropping 28, 13. LeBron with 24, 12, and 10. And then Malik Beasley with about 15 points. Game number 5. Come on, we got to take the lead. And boom, just like that, we take the lead as we blow them out in game number 5. Mitchell dropped 40, but it wasn't enough because LeBron dropped 40 of his own. AD with 29 and 11, and then D'Lo only 13 points, but he did have 9 assists and 5 steals. Okay, not bad. Game number 6, and I'm actually gonna do this one with Simcast because I kind of want to hop in and get some gameplay with this team. So starting off the first quarter, we are down by 6, tied it. We were still down at 6 at halftime. And yeah, we're not gonna end up winning this one as we are gonna go to a game 7. So taking a look at the box scores real quick, LeBron dropped 26, 14, and 15, and then AD with 20 and 16. D'Lo, man, come on, I'm gonna need a big game from you. I'm gonna need at least 20 plus in game number 7. So here we go. It all comes down to this: are we gonna win? We are on the road, and we start the first quarter off losing by 6. Okay, come on, we got to kind of come back a little bit as we are up by 1 point in the third quarter, going back and forth. Down by 6, down by 5, down by 9. Oh, it's not looking good. We're down by 14. Come on, down by 13. No, we end up losing. We were up 3-2. Donovan Mitchell wins Finals MVP. Come on, man. LeBron dropped 36, 10, and 9. Rui Hachimura with 21 and 9. D'Lo with about 20 and 9 assists. Malik Beasley only have 14. Damn. I think they just, yeah, they had a lot of good scorers on the team. Ricky Rubio had 19. Come on, how we let Ricky Rubio go off for 19 points with 5 threes? All right. I'm a little disappointed, but hopefully LeBron doesn't retire. I don't think anybody's going to retire from our team. No, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to pretty much be bringing back everybody. Unless I make a trade, I will show you guys. But I think I'm going to be running it back with the same team. But if I do make a trade or a signing, I will show you guys. But if not, I'll just catch you guys at the start of season number 2 with the rotations. All right, so I'm going to see if I could try to move up in the draft. So I'm going to be sending Max Christie, our first round pick, which is number 24, and then 2 second round picks in the same draft. For pick number 15, do they accept this trade? And boom, they do. So now we're going to go ahead and try to see who we can get with this pick. And I'm thinking about bringing in maybe a shooting guard or maybe try to go best available player. But I don't really think I want a center. I mean, everybody right here. I mean, we could probably go with Jalen Clark. I would try to get somebody that's good at defense as well. So maybe Anthony Black. Maybe actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead. Jalen. Okay, yeah. So he is showing perimeter defense and 3-point scoring. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draft him with the, I think it was the 15th or 16th pick. So we are gonna go ahead and draft him. And he was a 74 overall. So not too bad. I might try to use him in a trade, but we are gonna go ahead. And do I want to pick up? That's actually a pretty big contract. I'm not really sure if I want that. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna accept it. And yeah, so we're gonna see what we could try to get in free agency. I am gonna extend the qualifying offers to both these guys. So let's see what type of moves we make in free agency. All right, so I think this is the only trade I'm gonna make before the season starts. So we're gonna be sending Austin Reeves, Patrick Beverley to the Clippers for John Wall and a first round pick. Just because Austin Reeves doesn't really have any room on this team because we already have Malik Beasley. I went ahead and signed Josh Richardson in free agency, and then I did go ahead and draft a shooting guard in this year's draft. And he is going to be a free agent after this year, and I know he's going to want a stupid amount of money, so I'd rather give him up right now and not lose him for nothing. So we're going to see if the Clippers accept this trade. Plus, we do get John Wall, and we do need a backup point guard. And they want Isaiah Thomas and a second round pick for Amir Coffey. So, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll do this trade. So, boom, welcome John Wall to the team. All right, so for season number 2, this is the rotation we are rocking with. We got D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. Off the bench, we got Rui Hachimura, Thomas Bryant, Lonnie Walker, John Wall, and Josh Richardson. And taking a look at system proficiency for this team, is anything better than 4 stars? No. So we do have a couple things though that are 4 stars. 7 seconds. Balanced is anything else? Okay, no. So it's just those 2. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and run 7 seconds for the year. And coming over here to the shot tendencies, LeBron could stay at a 95. AD could go up a little bit to a 90. D'Lo could go up to a 75. Vanderbilt could go up to a 65. Thomas Bryant could go up to a 60. Lonnie Walker can stay at a 75, I guess. Yeah. John Wall could definitely go down to about a 75. Malik Beasley can go up a little bit to a 70. Rui can go up to a 70. And then Josh Richardson could go up to about a 60. And I think that should be it. But I think I want to actually, you know, we could go ahead. Actually, we'll drop Malik Beasley a little bit to a 65. So this is what we are going to be rocking with. And I'm hoping for this team, now that we got a full year of AD, LeBron, and D'Lo, I'm hoping we could at least try to win, I'm going to say like 50 games. If we could go over 50 games and finish with like a top 4 seed in the West, I think I'll be happy. So we're going to go ahead and actually simulate just one game real quick just to see how we end up doing. And we actually blow out the, well, not blow out, but we end up winning by 15 points against the Nuggets. D'Lo with 25, AD with 25 and 14, and LeBron with 21 and 12. Lonnie Walker with 19, Malik Beasley with 12, Vanderbilt with 11, Wall with 6, Richardson with 8, and then Hachimura and Bryant combined for 8 points. So I think, oh, actually they did have 4 points and 5 rebounds. They both had that, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I think we'll be okay for this season. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 2. All right, so at the end of season number 2, Ja Morant wins MVP, Victor winning Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons wins Sixth Man of the Year, Victor winning Depoy as a rookie. Okay. Daniel Gafford wins Most Improved, and then Darvin Ham wins Coach of the Year as we go 59 and 23. Do we get anybody on an All-NBA team? We get LeBron on All-NBA second, and we don't get anybody else, not even AD? Okay, that's kind of crazy. All defensive team, do we get anybody? We do not. So taking a look at where we finished amongst the other teams, we go 59 and 23, like I said. First in the West, you love to see it. And then Memphis, 52 wins. Okay, so there was only 2 50-win teams in the West. Okay, and then taking a look at the player stats, LeBron James averaged about 22.5 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists with over a steal a night and a block a night. Anthony Davis with about almost 19 points, about 10.5 boards, 3 assists, over a steal, and then over 2 blocks. How does this man not make any of the all defensive or all NBA teams? Yo, look at this man's getting robbed. I don't know. D'Lo with about 16 points, 7 assists with about 2 rebounds. Was he efficient? Okay, yeah, he was really efficient. 47% and then 42% from deep with about 79% from the free throw line. I will definitely take that. Malik Beasley with about 12 points, and was he efficient? Oh yeah, he shot over 50% from the field, 45% from deep, and 88% from the free throw line. I will definitely take that. Rui Hachimura with about 11 and 5. Was he efficient? Not really, but Vanderbilt with about 10 and 7. Was he efficient? Yeah, okay, he can shoot from the field goal. He can shoot from the field, definitely. Thomas Bryant with about 9 and 6.5 off the bench. Lonnie Walker with about 9. John Wall with about 7 and 4 assists off the bench in limited minutes, so not too bad. I know his per 36 minutes are probably crazy. Yeah, they're almost 17 points and 9 assists. Okay. And then Josh Richardson with about 5 points off the bench. And he wasn't too efficient, but it's all right. We still almost won 60 games. So seeing who we are about to take on. But real quick, actually, before I get into this, another crazy trade just happened. Kevin Durant just got traded to the Phoenix Suns. So I'm definitely about to make a video on that as soon as I finish with this one. So taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Oh, he's not there. I thought Mike Conley would have been there. Taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Did they add anybody? They added Ty Jerome. They added Kelly Oubre. They added Derek White, Alec Burke. Okay, DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, so they definitely added a couple of good players, but I'm not really too worried. And I think I want to go ahead, and I'm actually going to shorten my rotation. So the last man on this bench isn't going to get any playing time. Actually, Josh Richardson could not get any minutes. So we're going to go to run a 9-man rotation. I think Wall and Walker could get about 16. Brian could go up. He could go up a little bit. AD could go up to 36, 36, 32, 28. And we could go ahead and do one more to we can go ahead and do one more to Jared Vanderbilt. So simulating round number 1, and don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We just lost in round number 1. There's no fucking way. We just almost a 60-win team. You know what? That's 2K for you. It happens. It be like that sometimes. LeBron with 32. You know what? I'm just gonna show you guys the stats. I don't even want to talk about this. How do we lose to this team, bro? They weren't even that good. We were almost a 60-win team. You telling me we lost? Losing by 1 point in game number 4. Losing by 15 in game number 5. Wow, that's so wild. Who did bad? Hold on, let me take a look at the stats real quick. Playoff stats. Who folded in the playoffs? LeBron did good. AD did good. D'Lo did good. I mean, was Josh Richardson that important to us? I don't know. Okay, so I'm actually kind of mad about that. I'm actually kind of salty. And who's in the finals? Celtics and Thunder. The Celtics end up winning. So I'm kind of salty, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and run it back with the same exact team. And I'm just hoping we could maybe duplicate the same thing, but hopefully nobody regresses too bad. Does anybody retire from our team though? Okay, LeBron doesn't retire, so that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run it back with the same exact team, and I will catch you guys at the start of season number 3. Alright, so for the final season here in LA, we're going to be running the lineup of D'Lo, Malik Beasley, LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis. Off the bench, we got Derek White, Thomas Bryant, Rui Hachimura, and Jalen Clark. System proficiency for this team is going to be 4 stars. Is anything better? No. So we're going to go ahead and stick with 7 seconds. And then taking a look at the shot tendencies for the players. LeBron can stay at a 95, AD can stay at a 90, D'Lo could go up a little bit to a 75, Bryant could go up to a 60. Vanderbilt could go up a little bit to a 65. Derek White could go up to a 65. Hachimura, how did he do last year? He could go down a little bit. And actually, we're going to hire Derek White just a little bit because I know he is efficient. Malik Beasley can set a 65. And then Jalen Clark can go down a little bit to a 70. Actually, what's his stats? Okay, so he has an 88.3. So actually, we could go ahead and leave him at a 70. I think he'll be fine. So I'm hoping we could try to get back to the season that we had last year, winning 59 games. So if we could try to get close to that, hopefully this team doesn't regress or fall apart and we just end up going like winning 40 games or something like that. So I'm really hoping that we could try to get back to what we were last year and not lose in the first round. So I'm going to go ahead and actually simulate game number 1 just to see how we are going to do. And we're kind of off to a bad start. We lose by 11 points, AD with 24 and 15, LeBron with 19. How much did D'Lo score? Okay, D'Lo only had 8 points, so you know what? I think you should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, and I will catch you guys at the end of season number 3. All right, so at the end of season number 3, Luka winning MVP, Booker winning Rookie of the Year, Amen Thompson winning 6th Man, Victor Wembanyama winning Depoy, Kel Ware most improved, and then Mark, I didn't even know how the hell to say that last name, but he wins Coach of the Year. And taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we finally get anybody besides LeBron on an All-NBA second team? We surprisingly still do not. What about an All-Defensive team? We do not. So taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up going 57 and 25, so we're good enough for second in the West, only behind OKC with 59 wins. Who did they have on the team? Oh, they ended up getting Lonnie Walker. They traded for him? Yeah, they did trade for him. Okay, not bad. It's nice seeing somebody on the Lakers on the other team being successful. So taking a look at the points per game and all these stats, LeBron led the way with 21, 7.5, and 8 assists. Davis with about 19 points, 10.5 boards, 3.5 assists with over a steal a night and almost 2 blocks. How did he miss out on all these all defensive teams all for the 3 seasons? I gotta feel like he was robbed. He should have definitely made the all defensive team at least once, or an all NBA team. D'Lo with about 17.5 points, 6.5 boards, over a steal a night, shooting really efficient, 47 and then 42% from deep. Malik Beasley with about 14 points. Was he efficient? Yeah, he was definitely efficient. Derek White with about 14 points off the bench with about 5 assists, and he was really efficient, almost having a 50-40-90 season. Thomas Bryant with about 10 and 6 off the bench. Vanderbilt with about 10 and 7. Rui Hachimura with about 9 and 3.5 rebounds. Was he efficient this year? Okay, yeah, so he definitely stepped it up after I lowered his shot tendency. And then Jalen Clark, our rookie, he ended up averaging about 8 points. Was he efficient? Yeah, he was pretty efficient. So taking on who are we facing? We're facing the Golden State Warriors. Did they add anybody? They added Smith, they added Dinwiddie, they added Hart. Okay, so no Klay Thompson, PJ Washington. Okay, so they definitely added a lot of players. So I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate round number 1. I'm not even gonna touch the rotations. And okay, so we win in 6. Okay, taking a look at the box scores real quick. D'Lo with about 18, Davis with about 30, LeBron with 37. Game number 1. Game number 2, Bryant led the way, with 29 points, LeBron with 21, Davis with 21. Game number 3 right here, LeBron with 19, White with 19. Game number 4, D'Lo with 28 and LeBron with 23. Game number 5, LeBron with 31 and Hachimura with 14. And then game number 6, D'Lo led the way with 32 and 7 and Davis with 23 and 12. Moving on to round number 2, facing the Houston Rockets. They have a good young team. They even added Kristaps Porzingis to this team. That'd actually be a fun addition in real life, but they already have a good center. They also added Kyle Kuzma, former Laker, Jeremy Grant as well. Okay, so this team is definitely stacked, but I kind of like our chances as well. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate, and we lose at 6. We just didn't have enough in us. Damn. D'Lo only scored. Okay, so D'Lo was kind of inconsistent. One game he scored like 30. Next game he scored like 14. I mean, he did average over 19 or about 19 points in the playoffs, so not bad, but we just didn't have enough to win. As who ends up winning it? The Cleveland Cavaliers end up winning the championship in year number 3. So that's gonna go ahead and that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be down below. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this D'Lo trade. If you're a Laker fan, do you like this trade? Do you wish you would have went for somebody else, or are you happy with what you got? And like I said, I think the Lakers ended up winning this trade. They definitely got a lot. They got a lot back for what they gave out. They got rid of Russell Westbrook and a first-round pick, and they ended up bringing in 3 really good players. One being D'Lo, and I think he still could be an all-star in this league. So like I said, I definitely think they won this trade. But let me know what you guys think down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Stay safe. Peace.